Let's now talk about the DRC Peace Summit. Kenyan President William Ruto has called for an immediate cessation of hostilities in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo as regional leaders converge on Tanzania for a peace summit. Addressing the ongoing conflict in the region, Ruto urges all armed forces to halt their actions and take steps toward meaningful dialogue aimed at restoring stability. The summit, which brings together leaders from several East African nations, is focused on finding a peaceful resolution to the escalating violence, with Ruto emphasizing the importance of collaboration to end the crisis and foster lasting peace in the DRC. Meanwhile, leaders from the East African Community and Southern African Development Community on Saturday gathered for a discussion on how to end the DRC conflict that has been ongoing for over 3 decades now. This conflict has spilled blood and shattered lives, thus bringing together African leaders and heads of states despite their long-standing differences. News Central's Bongani Siziba has more in this report.
The war in the DRC, which has been raging for years, has finally led to a meeting of East African and SADC leaders in Tanzania. But in a disappointing twist, the anticipated moment, the meeting between the President of the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda, was expected to dominate the discussions. The recent exchange of words between President Kagame and Ramaphosa following the killings of South African soldiers in DRC has added tensions to an already fraught situation. Zimbabwe President and SADC Chairperson Emmerson Mnangagwa opened the meeting, calling for peace and the silencing of guns for stability.
A shared commitment to the founding values of the African Union. Such joint initiatives must see us scale up bold and decisive actions to silence the guns on our continent, but most immediately implement lasting solutions to the escalating conflict and humanitarian crisis in the eastern DRC.
The Tanzanian president had harsh words for her fellow heads of state, demanding a quick solution to the conflict.
History will judge us harshly if we remain still and watch the situation worsen day by day. And in line with the principle of African solutions for Africa's problems, our countries have a collective responsibility to ensure we urgently address the existing security challenges that have heavily impacted the well-being of innocent civilians.
We find ourselves standing face to face with a grave and protracted security, diplomatic, and humanitarian crisis in DRC, a situation that demands our immediate, collective, and sustained attention.
In South Africa, Congolese community members had urged leaders to come together to end the war.
So we said no to EU, to our country, because they are complice. They are together with Rwanda. They are together with Kagame. They are killing us. They know what they are doing. That's why they're in silence, because people that are dying 30 years now is too much.
As the meeting progresses, one must wonder, will these leaders craft a tangible solution, or is it another talk show laden with promises but devoid of actual commitment? Only time will tell, in a region yearning for peace as the world watches and waits. In Johannesburg for News Central, Bongani Siziba.